Russell Westbrook shined as well, scoring 26 points and 15 assists to help hand the Mavericks their worst home playoff loss in history. Stephen A., break it down for us. Who is the real OKC?
Well, I think the real OKC is a combination of both to some degree. First of all, they'll never be as bad offensively as they were with Kevin Durant in Game 2. I told you all it was an aberration. This guy is a superstar. This guy is a scorer extraordinaire. This guy is a guy that career averages of 27, 7, and 6 on 48% shooting from the field and 38% shooting from three-point range. And by the way, he's a career 88% shooter from the free throw line, just to piggyback off of our points from the other day. You knew that Game 3, Kevin Durant was going to show out because Game 2 is an aberration. When he struggles to score like that, that is not something that's going to happen in back-to-back nights against with somebody as great as Kevin Durant is as a scorer. But the fluidity of their offense, how sometimes every shot they take appears to be so difficult. I'm going to sit here and say to you that what you saw last night is not indicative of what you will see from them all the time. Every game they'll do that, but it won't happen for 4 quarters. You'll see it for a quarter or a half, but you won't see it over the course of 48 minutes because they just go the difficult route. When all else fails, they trust nobody but Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Serge Ibaka had a decent game last night. Dion Waiters hit 4 3-pointers. Enes Kanter had 21 points off the bench. They shot 15 of 27 from three-point range. Even Serge Ibaka hit both of his three-point shots. So when they're shooting the basketball like that, they're pretty close to unstoppable. We understand that. But no matter what the circumstances are, I think what you saw last night from Kevin Durant, you can rely upon on most nights. But I think what you saw from their offense, it ebbs and flows. They're somewhere in the middle.
You won't remember this, but I predicted that Durant and Westbrook last night would combine to score 70 points.
Yes, you did.
And I was a little high. They combined to score 60. And as much credit as I gave to Charlie V, right? Charlie Villanueva, Miss UConn, Miss Connecticut's buddy from, UConn days. I blame him for his video blog that he posted that really seemed to infuriate and motivate the Mavericks last night because both Durant and Westbrook came out on classic missions. And one...
After dancing, Skip. After dancing, don't forget that.
They did it. Yeah, you mean the pregame. They went in and did their routine. Yep, they did it. And big bad Charlie V, he walked down there, but, you know, they did it down by their own bench, so he couldn't really do anything about it. And all that happened last night was that Durant scored 20 in the first half, and then Westbrook scored 20 in the second half. You know what? That's just too good because I watched this game from start to finish, and I thought Dallas actually played pretty well last night. And in surges and spurts, they made little runs at Oklahoma City, and especially in the third quarter, they made a big run. And I got to give Russell Westbrook credit, man. He just flat out said, no, not in your house. It wasn't in his house, it was in your house. Not in your house are you going to do this to us. And he hit 2 big momentum-busting threes. I thought he was special in the second half. Russell Westbrook just playing as an offensive force, he was special. Well, you know and I know, on any given night, if those two can get in that kind of a groove, they're just pretty much, they're unbeatable. When they make 15 of 27 threes, that's Golden State-esque for these guys because they don't always or often do that. And it was just too good. Dallas couldn't control the tempo. They couldn't control the momentum. And once the dam broke, they just drowned under the tempo that Oklahoma City can create when you let them run wild on you. And this was a run wild game. And I'm going to say again, to piggyback your point, Enes Kanter, I keep saying this all year, if you go on player efficiency rating, which is a very telling stat, thanks to John Hollinger, top 10, Enes Kanter is 10th in the league. So that means Oklahoma City has 3 of the top 10 players in PER, obviously Durant and Westbrook, but 10th. And then last night, he, as you say, comes off the bench and plays, 22 minutes, and he goes for 21 and 8. Wow. I mean, that's just too good. So you've got, now it's a three-headed monster, including the guy coming off the bench. Well, if they can do that every night, I give them a real shot to beat Golden State. The point is, they can be wildly inconsistent. They get their pride challenged, and they bounce back and throw haymakers on the basketball court. And then they'll put it on cruise control, and maybe they'll blow a game. So I don't know. The real Mavericks, to me, are the ones who have trouble holding those fourth quarter leads from night to night to night.
You talk about the real Thunder, not the real Mavericks.
I'm sorry, the real Thunder. Yes, the real Thunder. They struggle in close late games to close deals. That's the team I've seen all year, and that's the team that I'm looking forward to my Spurs playing next round.
Well, I got to tell you, listen, I think from a talent perspective, everybody knows that the Oklahoma City Thunder are the best match to go up against the Golden State Warriors in terms of talent.
Yep, I agree.
Not coaching,
Nope,
not schemes, not style of play,
sure.
but in terms of talent.
I'm with you.
And I just think that when you look at it from that perspective, listen, I can't sleep on Oklahoma City and what they can bring to the table. I know they're a threat, but I lost you. I'm sorry.
You lost. We're right here. Can you hear me?
You got us? All right. Anyway, Game 4, Dallas, is Saturday night at 8 Eastern on ESPN. You can also watch it on the ESPN app if you are out and about. Coming up next, LeBron and the Cavs look to take a 3-0 lead over the Pistons tonight. We'll tell you